What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you guys had a fantastic day today, and today I have a very exciting military model review for you guys. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Gemini Max 1:400 scale Dyess Air Force Base B-1 Lancer. I really hope you guys are excited for today's video, as this is a really cool aircraft. I'm really excited to take a look at this one, and I hope each and every one of you are as well. So I'm going to go ahead and take the aircraft off over here, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at the box. So really cool. This is my very first B-1, and they're certainly really unique military jets, as each and every one you probably know. So let's go ahead and get started with the box. Got the Gemini Max logo right here, made for collectors by collectors. So pretty much imagine the normal Gemini traditional format with this really cool tool box background here, which is really cool. Here's the B-1 Desperados, something like that. Hopefully I said that kind of right. Really cool with the 345th Bomb Squadron logo here with this bird and the missile. That's super cool. Dyess Air Force Base, Rockwell B-1 Lancer 1:400 scale, and taking a look around the box, really sweet. They did a really good job here in various ways, so really glad to see that. And in the back of the box, this is a 2023 release, and you also have the Cirrus clouds. I'm thinking this might have been like May or June, but I got this aircraft for various reasons, and I'm really excited to take a look at it. So let's go ahead and get started. So as I said, this is my first B-1 Lancer for the collection. Really glad to continue to expand on my military offerings. That's certainly been one of my biggest goals over the last couple of years, is really be able to expand in military cargo, military cargo internationals, etc. So I've been really pleased about that, and this is no exception to that principle. So yeah, the B-1's a really cool plane. I've got to learn quite a bit about it over the last couple months. I got to see one on static display at the Tinker Air Force Base show. That was really fun, and been fortunate enough to visit many military museums, and these are a pretty common sight at some of those. So really cool, and I'm sure that will continue to evolve as the B-1 Lancer is on the back half of its prime time here in the military aviation sector, although it still has quite a bit of life here, with this Dyess example being a great one to take a look at. So this GeminiJets example here for Gemini Max is a really cool model. It has some really nice features and characteristics, and I'm excited to take a look at it. So let's go ahead and get into the details here with the B-1 Lancer. Getting the grasp back here as the lighting continues to shift as we head into fall, so it's a little bit different, so bear with me if the angle's a little bit different than what you're used to from the last couple months. But let's go ahead and take a look. Okay, just starting with some absolutely fantastic detail for the 1:400 scale. Here's the cockpit windows. I really didn't even realize this in the moment when I was reviewing this because I got so focused, but you actually have seats on the inside, it appears, or some sort of little detail there to represent the panel, which is so cool. That's absolutely awesome. So really cool to see that, and the nose cone has some exceptional details here. The precision on the cone itself looks absolutely amazing, so a really great job here initially. This is absolutely outstanding detail, really awesome. You have some prints right here, and then of course this is an antenna. I think that's what we're trying to represent here, so certainly very cool. Gives some different angles of that, so you can see that, since most models don't have any characteristic like that, so that's certainly very cool. You get the nose landing gear door and nose landing gear, which is really nice, proportional. Gemini Max did a really good job here representing that, so that's really cool. One of the coolest features of the B-1, in my opinion, certainly these indentations here throughout the fuselage. You have two up here, as you can see, very nice. You also got some there on the bottom as well, so that's really cool. It just looks really nice. You also have some additional details. I believe this might be the squadron logo. Can't really see it from here, so apologies if it's not. You also have some various details throughout, so that's really nice. Again, the indentations continue throughout. They did a really good job detailing this up. It looks really great. And then here is the wing root. So one of the coolest characteristics of the B-1, no question, for Gemini, is the wings do fold in and out like it does in real life. So you can see here it is in the out position, looks really great. And then here it is in the in position. So you can really kind of go for two different vibes if you want to. So I think that's really cool. So you can see here where it's folded in and how it looks. Again, looks, obviously you have the gap, but what more could you expect for wings swinging in and out? It looks awesome. Then if you put it out, it looks really great too. And of course you have a little bit of a gap there, but it's all good because you can barely notice it. You're so focused on the wings, so it looks really nice. But here's what the wing looks like in the out configuration. You can see the speed brakes and all the cool characteristics that it has, so that's certainly very nice to see right there. Here's the main landing gear as well, so you got 8 tires, pretty standard. It looks really great though, and these Gemini Max models certainly have really cool landing gear. I'm not sure what the difference maker is to why it does compared to the civil offerings, but I think it does look really cool, so that's certainly a very nice note right there as well. There you got the engines right there. You can see I'm trying to think of what that represents, or what it reminds me of, excuse me. I know it represents engines, but it just looks so different. having them in that position where you barely even see them, you know, so it's certainly very unique to have them here in this connotation. So that's certainly very interesting. So you have plenty of indentations and all the various variables that go into that. So that also looks really cool too. There's your exhaust. You got 4 of them. So that's really sweet to see. Here's kind of a tell-on view before we head into the back portion of the aircraft, the aft portion, I shall say. You can see more indentations right here. And then you got the U.S. Air Force logo and all that really cool detail. Here's a really cool decal as well. Not sure what it is. It's so small where you can't see it, but we certainly appreciate the detail. So thank you, Gemini Max, for providing that. Here's the DY for Dyess Air Force Base, and then you got the 345th Bomber Squadron, which is really cool. And then the last couple digits there are the registration. The registration of this aircraft, let me refer to the box since they provide it for us, is 860140. So I believe there on the tail you got the 140, which is really nice. So glad to see that. And the horizontal stabilizer is really unique, as most aircraft, military, civil, whatever the case may be, do not have horizontal stabilizers halfway up the horizontal stabilizer. I think the Falcon is the only other one that immediately comes to mind. That's the General Aviation biz jet. So very cool to see this right here. I might be missing a couple, but still very cool to see here on the B-1. And you got the Dyess banner there on the top with that black stripe, which looks great. And it just looks really good overall. On the right side of the aircraft, you have some additional detail. One of the main ones here is this, I don't know what exactly it is, but it looks really nice, whatever the case is. Also really nice to note here on the right side, you also have the blue patch. I'm not exactly sure if that's what it is, but it looks really cool. Get into different angles of the nose here. I mean, the nose by itself, you don't really realize how cool the nose looks until you get a model here and look at it. So you can see that head-on perspective, and hopefully you're getting a view of what the inside of this cockpit looks like, to where you can see the dash, which is so cool. So I think that just makes the model a whole new level of exciting, and it's certainly very cool to see this here in the 1:400 scale especially. Yeah, nose landing gear is good on this side as well. You can see the wings. Here's a fold in, so you can see kind of what it looks like on both sides, and there's the out. Again, really good indentations. It's a really cool model in all capacities. Really great to see. It even has that line down the engine, which is really cool. Really, really good detail. And then you got some really good detail there on the back here with these various, I don't want to call them boxes, but you know, the panels and you know, all the various components there. I'm not an expert, trust me, but certainly looks really cool to say the very least. Let's go ahead and zoom out so I can get you a cool view of the top and bottom of the aircraft. So here's the top of the aircraft right there with the wings extended. You got the yellow pieces there, which are really nice. More indentations, the U.S. Air Force logo here on the left wing. There's what it looks like with it closed, which also looks just as cool, if not better. I personally like them in, but I think they also look, well, here, I had to change my mind. I like them out when it looks like this, but when we look from the top down, I think they look a little bit sleeker in, but it does look really good on the ground like that too. So I guess it depends on the circumstance for the preference there, but nevertheless, it looks really cool. On the bottom of the aircraft, just as detailed as the top, if not more, with all those indentations, the landing gear, you got those dots in the middle there, the Gemini Max logo, all the above. It looks really good. These pieces are super, super sweet. So looks really good. And again, the wings out, and let me move my hand there so you can see. The other big observation with this model is it's very light, a really, really light model. I would say CRJ 200 might be about the same. It's a very light model. It does not take much effort at all, which is okay. I mean, it is it's a really narrow yet long aircraft. So it's kind of interesting to see that it's not much weight, but certainly very cool at that as well. So very cool model at this, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed today's review. I certainly recommend looking into military aviation models if you are interested by them. There's a bunch of really cool ones, including the B-1. I want to get a C-5 really bad. I got the B-52, so that was a big get. The C-17, really glad to get that one too. Antonov 225, not really military, but you know, still a bunch of cool models in this miscellaneous genre, but Gemini Max has a really nice selection line. They have KC-135s. Really hope we get a Pegasus and KC-46 in 1-400 sometime. That would be absolutely outstanding. So would love to get one of those sometime, and so on. There's a bunch of really cool ones too. Maybe an E6. I know I got that Dragon Wings E3 a couple months ago, so that was a great pickup. So certainly love to get an E6 sometime. With a newer mold, which I'm not sure if they would be able to do that or not, but nevertheless, really cool model at that, and this one is an absolutely great one, and highly recommend it if you are looking for it. So with all that being said, everybody, that'll do for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Trust the process. Do love and love you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.